Well, hi y'all, this is Ginger with Ginger Snap Thrifting. I have got a haul for y'all, and y'all hang with me all the way to the end of the video because I have a special introduction to make for y'all. But anyway, I did go out and do some thrifting, and amongst the getting ready for Thanksgiving weekend, you know, I've had to clean my house. It's fall cleaning time, and that means I devote one day a room, and I try to clean it from top to bottom. I'm not always real successful. I still have some touch-up to do this next week before the big turkey day. See, I got my turkey earrings on. I'm ready. I'm ready for Thanksgiving, y'all. I got my fall sweater on. Of course, this is a thrift find from several years ago. But anyway, I managed to get out and do some thrifting, and I'm going to show y'all what we found. Now, it wouldn't be a thrift haul without some books, would it, y'all? And you know, I can't resist cookbooks. I just can't. So this is just something I picked up just for me to read. Cook's Country, Happy New Year. It's just a magazine, but it looks like it's been used. It's got beets, pan-seared beets, but it's got a potato frico. Do y'all know what a potato frico is? Right here. This is why I bought this. That looks like a really crusty, delicious potato pancake. I love a good potato pancake. So I'm going to be looking at that. And then I've got this one, Cooking Up East Texas. A treasure of recipes from ETMC hospital volunteers. Well, you know this is going to have some delicious recipes in it. Angel biscuits. Ooh. Flourless chocolate cake. That'd be really good for the gluten-free folks out there, wouldn't it? Cool cookbook, neat cookbook. It's sure to have a couple of great recipes. These conglomeration cookbooks, lots of times it's kind of the same old recipe. You really have to read through them because there are some jewels hidden in every one. I have never found a church cookbook or a volunteer group cookbook or whatever that didn't have some really great recipes in it. Celebrating Our Mothers' Kitchens, the National Council of Negro Women, Inc. So let's see what this is. It's just, you know, you don't see the word Negro too often. I guess it's not politically correct. This is a 1994 publication. Cassava mojo, Creole succotash and rice. This is going to have some great old Southern cooking recipes in it, I just know. And regardless of whether the word Negro offends you or not, that's not to say that African and Creole-based cooking doesn't have a place in our kitchen repertoire, y'all. Faith, Hope, and Potluck. Recipes from members and friends of People's Church in Jacksonville, Texas. So Jacksonville, Texas, this is a nicer quality church cookbook than the ones you normally see with the vinyl cover. This is a hardcover book. In fact, all these cookbooks are hardcover books. Let's see. Do I see anything that's different? Real quick. Better Than Anything cake. Okay. You at least got to take the time to read that, right? A Better Than Anything cake. Do you like cake? Y'all, I love me a good cake made from scratch, and sometimes a good cake from a cake mix. And then this is just an old book, Reader's Digest Treasury of Wit and Humor. You see, it's pretty beat up. Let's see what year it is. It belonged to Holly Jockburn? People don't sign like that anymore, do they? Let's see how old this book is. I love old books. Y'all remember the Reader's Digest when it had all the jokes? 1958. 1958. So, you know, the Reader's Digest used to have humor in uniform, which was funny stories about people in the military and a lot of little synopses in there. And I bet this is just a whole bunch of them all put together in a book. That's a neat little book. And then, another pack of index cards, y'all. I love index cards to write my recipes on and put in my, I have all these cookbooks. And when I find a recipe I want to make, I make it. And if I like it and I want to make it again, then it goes in an index card in my recipe box. Because I can't remember what recipe came out of. All right, I think that's it for the books. Let's see what else we have. Y'all remember I got some teal Christmas ornaments several weeks ago? Well, I found 2 more teal colored Christmas ornaments because I don't have much teal on my tree, and I figured if I saw some more teal, I needed to add it so it wouldn't just be 1 or 2, it'd at least be 3 or 4, right? And they're plastic, they won't break. This must be a breakable, oh, I know what this is. We're gonna pause while I unwrap this, y'all. Well, okay, the great thing about thrifting, or maybe the bad thing, depending on your point of view, is that sometimes you find pieces of things. But if you pick it up and you hang on to it long enough, you find the rest of it. So that's why I picked up this. This is the outside ring of a divided relish tray. And it might be Hazel Atlas glass. I haven't had a chance to research it yet. But it's got that rib design. And you see it's really pretty. See, it's got ribs, little ribs, and then diamonds, and then bigger ribs. It's got ribs around the edges. Now this had a bowl sitting in the middle of it. And this, believe it or not, is just a standard size bowl. You can put any bowl in it. Eventually I will find a bowl that's a close enough match. But this also sat on a chrome turntable at Lazy Susan. And I actually have the chrome Lazy Susan in my booth. So I'm gonna add this to the chrome Lazy Susan. And then eventually, if it doesn't sell, I'll eventually find the bowl and it'll go in the center and it'll be a complete set. So meanwhile, there's probably people out there that have some of the dividers, but not all of them. Or somebody has the bowl and the turntable, but not these pieces. Because they get broken over time. But they're really, really pretty little pieces to put on your buffet table. So that's what that is. Okay, now ever since I was a little girl, something that's always fascinated me are the little China tea sets. Did y'all have one of those when you were little, or maybe your kids or your grandchildren had them? Every place I've ever been, they have sold like hotcakes. An auction with some new in the box thing made in China with like 5 pieces, and people can't bid it high enough. You never ever see them at a yard sale unless you're the first one there, because somebody's already snapped them up. So I could not believe my eyes when I saw this vintage child's tea service. So let me show you what we have. First off, we have like 9 little plates. See the little plates? And then there's some little saucers. Here's the teapot, and it's missing its lid, but that's okay. I've got 5 little teacups. Here's the sugar and cream. And look, this even comes with napkin rings. I have never seen a China tea set with napkin rings. And then there's 2 little serving trays. Now this one looks like it doesn't match, but underneath you can see that bigger one's got the blue flower on it. And these are, let me see, Strombecker Corp. So it doesn't say made in China, doesn't say made in Germany. I haven't researched them. I just saw them there. They were all these pieces were in a big Ziploc bag in the counter at the Goodwill. And I said, I believe I'll take that. So these are gonna be so cute in my booth, and somebody's gonna snap them up And they're going to be super excited to get them because it is such a nice large set, y'all. You never see big sets like that. Okay, now moving on. These are kind of Christmas salt and peppers, but they don't have the look. They're little brown jugs, salt and pepper from North Pole, Colorado, y'all. How cute are those? Little brown jug salt and peppers. Cute. And the stoppers are kind of damaged, but you can replace those. You can get anything on Amazon, y'all. You just can. I don't ever pass up a salt and pepper or a piggy bank because it's missing the stopper, because I buy them and I just have a box full of them. All right, this was a find for me. Do y'all ever eat sprouts, alfalfa sprouts? You know, sprouts on your salad? I've always wanted one of these sprouting jars. See, it's got this green on it. They are expensive, and I never wanted to pay for them. So I found this. It's never been used, and it's a sprouting jar with a stainless steel lid and screen, so it won't rust. It won't, you know, get that weird white stuff on it that aluminum does. A sprouting jar, y'all, and I'm gonna order me some sprouts, and I'm gonna have some sprouts. You know, sprouts are way more nutritious than salad greens are. You can put them on your salad, you can put a few on your sandwich. They give it a neat little crunch, a little different taste. Depending on the sprout, you can have them a little peppery, a little sweet, whatever, nutty. A sprouting jar, y'all, and I was super excited to get that. And then, you know, here a while back, I showed y'all the cast iron stocking holders I bought. Well, I was telling my daughter about them, and she said, I need some of those. I'm tired of the stocking just flopping off the mantle. She got a real high mantle. So I found some more stocking holders. Look here. I got a snowman. This is a Christmas tree. This is a Christmas tree that you can put a picture in. I'm thinking for her new grandbaby that this might be the thing. And then another snowman. Cast iron stocking holders, vintage. I know they're from the 70s, 60s, 70s, 80s, probably 70s, 80s. I remember them. I remember them in the Dollar General. I remember them in the dollar stores, which when I was a kid, we didn't have malls. We had the dollar store. We had Ben Franklin. We had the Five and Dime, we had the dollar store, the Dollar General. And that's where everybody bought things like this. We didn't have a big Kohl's or a Bed Bath & Beyond or whatever. Everybody shopped at the Dollar General. So these will be fun. They're gonna be fun for me, they're gonna be fun for her. All right, got a couple more things to show y'all. I found some nice floral picks. I've got an item I want to put on my porch, and I needed some floral picks to go in it. These are really nice. They were like 99 cents a piece. They're you can't beat that price even when everything's on sale at Hobby Lobby, y'all. I wasn't thrifting for clothes, but I found these. I just walked by and they were hanging there. Look how cute. These are little shorty overalls. I think they're pretty much my size. They got daisies on them or sunflowers or what have you. Cute. And if you don't want to wear these, you can turn them into a dress and add some length to them. You can turn them into an apron, and I think I had a video a year or so ago showing y'all how to make them into an apron. Cute, cute. And I just love overalls because they got lots of pockets. They got, you know, even on girls' overalls, they got deep pockets, which most women's jeans do not have deep front pockets. Cute little overalls. This will definitely go in my kitchen. I don't even have to say anything about this, y'all. I will say I have some gingerbread people that I set out in my kitchen at Christmas, and this will go on the wall. Gingerbread Bakery. When your name's Ginger, you gotta play it up. This will go in my booth. It's a calico. Look, it's a bonnet. Y'all, my great-grandma wore a sunbonnet every day of her life. A sunbonnet and a bib apron. She never went outside without her bonnet on. And she got up every morning and put on whatever dress she was going to wear for the day, and she topped it with a bib apron every day. So these just remind me of my great-grandma. And then I just thought this was sweet. It's a piece of folk art. It's done on an old piece of barnwood. But look at this. You got sunflowers, you got angels blowing trumpets. And it says something. Oh, it's got sheep. And what does it say? Oh, it's got a little church. It says, evening angels gather here. Just a cute little piece of folk art that somebody took the time and their own creativity to make. I just thought it was sweet. Someone will love it. It'd be great in the old farmhouse kitchen. Be great on an old front porch, wherever somebody wants to put it. It'll be in my booth. Got another old stoneware platter. Just a plain old white platter. It's stamped USA on the back, but without a maker mark. These just sell for me in my booth, y'all. They just do. People love these old platters. And they're always discolored. And they're discolored because people would, you know, whatever they cook. They'd fry them up some bacon and eggs or some pieces of meat or whatever, and they'd stick it in the oven to keep it warm while they finished up their cooking the rest of their meal. And so they discolor like that. That's just part of the charm. It's just part of it. And this. Yes, I know you can still buy these, sorta. These old roasters. This is navy blue. In case you can't see, it's not the black. It's the cobalt blue color. It's got the indentations on it. It's got the indentations in the bottom for the drippings to drain off. Got the handles. Nice old roaster. This is heavy duty. This is way heavier. The ones you can buy today, y'all, you about can thin them with your finger. They're so thin and so cheaply made. And every time I put one of these in my booth, and every time I find one, I put it in there, it sells. And one more thing, I just liked this. Galvanized metal. It's got dividers in it. It's not vintage, but it's a nice heavy one. Put plants in it. You can put garden tools in it. You can put your implements in it, your plastic forks and spoons and napkins and all for an alfresco or an indoor family meal even. Just a nice, it's heavy duty. So y'all, that's it for this week's thrift haul. I actually thrifted a lot more stuff than I thought I did. I'm surprised, but you know, I went out a little this day and a little that day and kind of gathered stuff up. But now I've got a special introduction to make to y'all. Now, if you'll just stay with me, I'll be right back. Y'all, this is the newest member of my family. This is Chanel. Look at the camera, sweetie. Chanel is a miniature schnauzer. She's kind of bougie. Look, she's got a jeweled collar. She came with that. I was looking for a little puppy. Y'all may remember I had my little Yorkie Donder, who was really, really old when we adopted him, and he passed away from old age. He was about 14 years old, and we gave him the best last years of his life we could. And I was telling my husband about a week ago, I think I might be ready to look for a dog. So I started looking, and this lady contacted me. And so this little puppy, she's 14 months old, y'all. She's an AKC registered miniature schnauzer. She really, really needs to get to the groomer. She needs a spa day. And I've got an appointment for the Friday after Thanksgiving. But she belonged to a little couple that they loved her so much. y'all know it's hard. It's hard. Every time you go to the grocery store, it seems like everything's just gone way up in price. Their rent keeps going up on them. They're trying to save up for a house. And they had this little girl, Chanel, and a much older little dachshund that they'd had for years. And they had to make the decision to cut costs somewhere. And so they were looking for a home for little Chanel here, and they entrusted her to us. And I just love her. She's been with me one day now, and she just sits with me and cuddles with me. And oh, she's feisty though. She is feisty. She doesn't back down from our cat. She doesn't back down from my son's bigger dog. But we are just really enjoying her. She needs some training. She needs some grooming. She's gonna be a great little dog. And I'm gonna show y'all updates with Chanel at the end of most of my videos coming up. So if y'all love puppy dogs, I love dogs. I've always had little dogs. I've had little dogs, I've had big dogs, but I've just almost always had little dogs in the house. Sometimes big dogs, but always little dogs. So anyway, if y'all want to follow Chanel's growth and training, and she's gonna be my mascot here at Ginger Snap Thrifting. Well, y'all, thanks so much for watching. If you're not a subscriber and you enjoyed the video, why don't you go ahead and subscribe now? Ring the bell so you get my notifications. Y'all, it's the holiday season is upon us. I don't know if I'll have a thrift video for the weekend after Thanksgiving. We've got the college girls are coming in. The kids are coming in from all over the country. We're gonna have a big family dinner and have a lot of people in over the weekend. Y'all, if you go out shopping, be kind, be gracious, be polite. I just hope God blesses you richly. I hope you have a wonderful, happy, and blessed Thanksgiving and a time with your friends and family. This is Ginger with Ginger Snap Thrifting.